Good morning guys, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Amy and I have been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years. I've lost 60 pounds eating the Starch Solution and using low calorie density to guide me. I am a busy mum of two and I want to show you every single day of my eating to continue to lose weight and be my healthiest self, most vibrant, full of energy. So I want to show you everything I'm eating. Realistic, I'm not showing you fancy recipes, I'm just showing you realistically what I eat. It's going to be messy, busy, noisy from my kids, and that's okay because that's life. Anyway, I am starting off the day with a lovely matcha tea, which I've made using, which I've just made with a little bit of this, loads of water, and then just a splash of soy milk at the top. So yeah, just fancy something different from a regular tea. And it's very nice. So I don't know if you guys have seen my last video or so, but I made a chocolate cake for breakfast and I am a little bit in love. So I'm feeling chocolatey these days. I don't know what is going on, but it's okay if you feel like you want something sweet, decadent and chocolatey. You can still do it a weight loss fashion, and so that is what I want to show you. I haven't shown you the recipe. There is a recipe over on my Instagram for something kind of similar, but anyway, this one is incredible. So when I make chocolate cake, I don't want it to just be Starch Solution friendly. You can get plenty of chocolate cakes that have white flour, loads of sugar, oil free, and Starch Solution friendly approved, but that's not what I'm about. I want to be maximum nutrition at every point, every given moment. So, for those of you who enjoy a little Romy fun, she is having a whale of a time. Babies are so satisfied with literally anything. They don't need fancy toys. They can crack on just playing with pots and pans. We've got all of our silicone stuff in here. She's putting, oh goodness, you're right, Roms. She's just popping it all in here, this pan, and she's loving it. She's absolutely loving it. Gorgeous girl. Anyway, I want to tell you about my chocolate cake. So my chocolate cake is oats. Sounds weird, and I haven't used any sweetener either because I'm really trying to stay off the sweetener for my breakfast to help me honor my hunger fullness cues so much more. So I've got a cup of oats, a cup of chickpeas, a very nice ripe banana, cocoa powder. What else have I got? I've got flaxseed, and is there anything else? And and I've gone coconut style, so I did like 2 tablespoons of desiccated coconut in there as well. So I really fancy just like chocolate coconut combination, and the banana is giving it all the sweetness. Oh, and I did add some soy milk, like a cup of soy milk, and then a little splash of water as well. Oh, and some vanilla. So anyway, I mean there's a few things in there, but it's pretty minimal, and it's basically oats and chickpeas. So I'm thrilled that I can make chocolate cake. I have found a way to make chocolate cake with oats and chickpeas. I mean, if that is not exciting, I don't know what is. I can literally have this every single day for the rest of my life if I want to and maintain my 60-pound weight loss. That's incredible. So if you guys need chocolate in your life and you want that chocolatey cake, hold on a second, I'm just gonna show you that. And it's also a massive portion, like that is a humongous chocolate cake. Anyway, it's not quite done yet. It's a little bit thingy in the middle, so we're gonna whack it in. Oh gosh, it's hot. Whack it in for a bit longer. Hey little Roms. Romy is squeaking because she's been, as you can see from her face, she's been licking the chocolate mixture and she is dying to actually get into that chocolate cake and continue eating it with me. So that's why she is squeaking at the moment, because she can see the chocolate cake and she wants it. Anyway, so this is also lovely because this is a fantastic recipe that you can share with your kids. It's not loaded with sugar and loads of unhealthy stuff that you don't want them to be having. You know, this is baby-led weaning perfect food. People of all ages should enjoy this food without loads of horrible stuff in it. So anyway, I'm super thrilled about this chocolate cake, and I think for the toppings, I don't know yet, but there's going to be some banana involved and some other stuff I will show you very soon, but I'm very excited. I did want to say today's also a day of leftovers because it's coming to the end of our weekly meal plan. We've got loaded sweet potatoes and chili for dinner tonight. And first thing in the morning when I got up, I put sweet potatoes in the oven. not first thing in the morning, like maybe an hour ago. So I've got loads of sweet potatoes. Those are cooking up. I did that in the morning. And for food today, I've got a really interesting combination. I've got some soup, I've got some leftover quinoa wraps, I've got some hummus, and then loads of other bits and bobs. So I'll show you what I'm gonna eat. It might not be fancy, but it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be weight loss friendly and super, super healthy. So my chocolate cake is ready to rumble, and I want to show you. The bowl is very hot. Basically, I've chopped up, I don't know if you can see, half a banana, and I've put like half a cup of blueberries on the top as well. Blueberries is an interesting mix. I would have loved frozen cherries, but didn't have any. So we've gone frozen blueberries, just to bulk it out a little bit and give it some lovely freshness. Anyway, full disclosure, this breakfast is fantastic. It may be slightly larger than I need, so I might end up leaving some of it. I'm not quite sure, although I am very hungry this morning and I don't know why. So anyway, I might eat it all, not quite sure. So if you guys are making something like this, if you guys are following one of my recipes or somebody else's recipes, you know, portion sizes are so individual. So really I'm gonna just feed her some grapes because she's hungry. So don't look at my portion size and say, oh my gosh, you know, I need to eat exactly that amount. That has no reference on you. You need to eat how much you need to eat. And I need to eat how much I need to eat. Everybody's different. Now, I am a breastfeeding mum, and I don't know how that's going to impact me later. I mean, I did lose weight without breastfeeding for the first year or so, and I did so eating like this. Obviously, I know I'm breastfeeding now. But, you know, I'm quite active, I'm busy. So, I don't know how much you guys are going to need in order to sustain your daily life, in order to lose weight. But these are the kinds of meals you can make. Whole food, plant-based meals, low calorie density meals, so that you can get in tune with your body's hunger fullness cues, and you listen to your body. And if your body says, I'm full, I don't need any more food, that's when you stop. You don't need to eat the whole thing. So I'll let you know how much I need to eat. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I would mention that. So I've just had a taste, and this is so yummy. This chocolate cake is actually, here, I want to show you. Oh, lost my banana. Anyway, it's really yum, and so the banana in the cake gives it the sweetness. And also I've paired it with banana on top and blueberries to give it extra sweetness. So this really, for me, maybe my taste buds have adjusted. For me, this needs no extra sweetener. It is perfect. So anyway, it's really, really yum, but it is slightly on the dry side. So I debated doing like a fruit compote thing, but I've already added blueberries. I could have put them in the microwave, made a compote, and that would have been perfect, but I haven't done that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a splash of soy milk on the top. So just to give it a little something, something. There we go, a little splash of soy milk, perfect. Let's have a little taste. So true Romy fashion, she has eaten all of my banana. So instead, I'm putting some grapes on top to give it some sweetness. And also, I did just want to say, I find it incredible that you can get the texture of a cake using oats and chickpeas. I mean, that looks like chocolate cake. I mean, it is chocolate cake. I mean, it just blows my mind. I don't know if you guys love food as much as I love food. I'm a massive foodie, and food gets me genuinely really excited. So when I create something like this, I feel so excited inside. You know, to have something so amazingly healthy and delicious and all those things. Anyway, I hope you don't mind my excitement about my food, but it's going to keep on coming. So it's about midday, I think. Not hungry yet, but I just want to say that Romy and I are going to do some bouncing on the trampoline. I just put some music on. I really want to get some movement in today. It is so cold this morning. I took Abe to school this morning with Romy on her back. She screamed the entire time. She was nicely clothed, but it was just very, very cold. So I do want to go for a walk, but I might do one a little bit later, maybe when it's warmed up a little bit. But for now, we're going to bounce on the trampoline, listening to some really good music and get a little bit of movement in today, because I'm severely lacking on the movement front at the moment. And it's something not only that is fantastic for my body to get that movement in, but I also crave that movement, because when I eat this way, I just have a lot of excess energy inside, which I never used to have. And so the best way for me to get that out, and the way I like to get that out, is by doing some movement. I would love to go to the gym to do some runs and to have time doing bouncing, but unfortunately that is not my life right now with Romy full time, but eventually maybe it will be one day. But regardless, we are going to do some bouncing together. Romy's going to get involved. You know she loves it. And also, not that it matters in the slightest, but I did just want to say, I know you guys see me wear the same tops again and again and again. I have a very minimal wardrobe. Since losing weight, I haven't really bought an awful lot of clothes. I bought these 2 tops that I've been wearing again and again, maybe like a month ago, and I've got like 2 or 3 pairs of leggings, and that's basically my entire wardrobe. So I do need to do a shop at some point. I hope you guys, I know you don't mind what I wear, but I just thought I would say I have a very limited wardrobe since losing weight, and I don't really want to spend loads of money on clothes because I don't want to waste money on my clothes, and I want to buy nicer quality clothes. So it's taking me a while to find the stuff that I want. I don't even have the time to do that. So anyway, I'll get there eventually. You'll see some more clothes at some point, but anyway, we keep on wearing this until then. So I realised I actually haven't had a drink of water all day, which is terrible. I have had matcha tea and I have had a regular tea, but I forgot to drink water, and that is one of my downfalls. Anyway, so I'm going to drink this massive water. Needed that. I need to find a way of reminding myself to drink water, because obviously it's very important. Anyway, it's about 1:30 and Romy and I have been bouncing, and then we've been playing with some kinetic sand in that bucket, and she's been having a whale of a time. I'm you hamster. But I think we're both getting a little hungry, and I'm going to go and find something in the fridge for us to eat. But before I jumped into food, I wanted to hydrate. Anyway, because sometimes if you don't have enough water in your system, you might overeat to compensate. When your body's actually thirsty, you might overcompensate with food. So anyway, I knew I hadn't drank any water today. Very naughty, so I'm going to go for that. And then I'll be able to eat just the right amount that my body actually needs. So let's go and have a look. Bear with me, Romy's just doing stuff on the floor. Let's go and have a look and see what we're going to have. So my husband James said he's going to eat this leftover pasta, and he's also going to have a kale salad as always. I've got lots of soup to eat actually, having looked in this fridge. So I've got some soup there, and I've got some soupy stuff in here. So I'm just going to have a massive soup, and I want to be crazy and put some hummus on my soup, because why not? Always getting those extra beans in. You want the cabbage? Do you really? Or you can have some. So I've got loads of soup and I've got my hummus, but I also fancy something like to munch. I fancy something crunchable. So I know there's loads of veggies in my soup, but I haven't had veggies this morning yet, and I really fancy some veggies. So I'm going to go hard on the veggies. I'm going to go purple cabbage, which clearly Romy feels like she wants to be part of. I'm going to have carrots, and I'm going to have this leftover, oh my God, multitasking. This leftover courgette from yesterday's pizza that people didn't eat. So anyway, I'm going to cook that up with obviously soy sauce and garlic, and I'm going to have that before I have my soup, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes together. I think Romy's hungry. Romy's growling with excitement because she's so hungry. She is snacking on hummus while we're making some stuff, aren't you, Rumster? Anyway, so I want to show you what I put together. So this is my soup. It is massive. Most of it is veggies, to be honest, which is why I've loaded it with some yummy hummus that we made yesterday on the top. Hummus and soup, if you haven't tried that. Basically, I'm in love with hummus. Hummus with everything is amazing. So hummus and soup, definitely yes. And obviously I did not need to preload with this, like I mentioned, but I really just fancied the veggies. My little boy Abe had stir fry this morning, which he had a little bit for breakfast, and he also took some for school as well. And I've been craving stir fry. We haven't got any rice, and I needed to eat up the soup, but I wanted to go for stir fry vibes anyway. So I've just got purple cabbage, carrots, and the leftover courgette all cooking up here. This is going to kind of be my preloader. So what I've done for today is I've thought about the day as a whole. So my breakfast was very starch heavy. And not a super wet starch, because I obviously cooked it in the microwave. Again, it's fantastic for weight loss, and you can definitely include those things, but it was more of a starchy, dry kind of vibe. So to kind of counteract that, I'm having a super vegetable heavy lunch. Really loads of liquid, very low calorie density with the soup and the veggies. So that's how I'm kind of balancing out the day. And also, it is, what time is it like? It's nearly 2 o'clock. We're going to be having dinner in a few hours anyway. So I didn't want to have something too heavy now, so I wouldn't be hungry for dinner. So hence I'm kind of keeping it light for lunch. We're going to have a massive chili and sweet potatoes for dinner. Anyway, that's my thought process. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you how much food I've actually got here. It is actually ridiculous. I may not be able to eat it all. So this is my lunch. So I've got my huge sauteed veggies and then got a massive soup. I'm going to start with the veggies and then move on to the soup and see how I feel. But I might leave some of these veggies for this evening because it might just be too much. I have no idea. But this is how much volume you can eat if you want to and still lose weight. Show us your num-num Roms. Is that nice? Yeah, clever girl. Robbie's just having a bit of everything I'm having. Anyway, I've had loads of veggies, but I'm full of veggies. Can't eat any more. Too much crunching. So I'm moving on to my soup. So, I'm absolutely stuffed. Soup plus veggies is a fantastic idea if you want to be full. Anyway, as I showed you, I had that much veggies and I had most of my soup, to be honest. Oh my God, I'm so stuffed. It was delicious. Really, really good. And I'm feeling very vegetable-y and healthy. But in case anyone can relate, I cleaned the kitchen already this morning. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like now because it's actually horrific. So, I don't know. I mean, like, how... I've made one meal. How has that happened? I have a skill of making things messy. And I don't know how I do it. I can make a sandwich and use everything. Anyway... It's a massive mess. I don't really feel like cleaning the kitchen, so I'm going to save it for later. Anyway, let me know if you guys can relate down below. Nobody loves cleaning the kitchen, do they? And with kids, oh man, I tell you, making a meal is crazy. Romy's just screaming at me, crying at me. She wants to be on me. She wants to eat everything, even though it's too hot. It's mental. So I don't know whether I show that much in my videos, but every behind the scenes making everything is crazy. Yes, but I love you. I love you, little bucket. Look at you. She's so cute. She's just doing so well on the walking. Anyway, I vowed to take her out for a walk every day, especially if it's not raining. And it's not raining, so it's very cold though. So we're gonna lay her up. I'm gonna put her little shoes on, and we're gonna go out for a walk. We've got about 50 minutes until we have to pick my little boy up. Until we have to pick Abe up. So yeah, we're gonna go out for a nice walk, get some fresh air, and get this girl nice and tired, so she hopefully goes to sleep later. Hello. It has been a little while. It's 6:10. Oh my God, where's the time gone? Anyway, I haven't shown you any of the dinner prep and stuff. It's been really mental. Family around and the kids have been really crazy. Anyway, yes, so I want to show you what I've got for dinner tonight. I cooked up a massive, huge chili. It is a quinoa and sweet corn chili. And it's very lovely. There's loads of beans, loads of extra veggies and all that good stuff. I also cooked up a big batch of rice. I've got my sweet potatoes from this morning. My husband got some kale and I had a tomato, and I also decided to use up my leftover veggies from lunch that I didn't eat. So I want to show you what I put together. So this is my feast. I opted for sweet potato instead of rice. I could have gone for both, but I'm just really in the mood for sweet potato, and I might have another one, who knows. So I've got my leftover veg there. I've got a bed of just kale underneath the tomatoes. I don't know if you can see that, but there's quite a bit of kale in there. Got a nice good couple of spoonfuls of chili, a humongous sweet potato, and my tomatoes. So visually, I know it's not 50-50, but it is 50-50 in there, really. Anyway, so that is going to be my dinner tonight. I'm very looking forward to it. We haven't had Mexican in such a long time, obviously having been away in India. And then we just haven't made it since we've been back. So I'm so excited. And there's going to be plenty of leftovers for the next few days. And tomorrow, I'll definitely get the rice involved. So anyway, that's what I'm eating this evening. I'm going to go and chow down. That's what I'm eating this evening. I'm going to go and chow down. And I'll let you know if I have anything else at all. Ooh. I am absolutely knackered. It's only just 7:20, but I've just put Abe to bed and the room was really warm because it's freezing at the moment, but I had a nice little heater on and I was snuggling him and I was just so nearly about to fall asleep. Anyway, back into action. I wanted to confess that after I finished my dinner, I snuck into the kitchen and I found myself with a face full of rice, basically. The smell of rice is just so irresistible. Anyway, so I had a fair few spoonfuls of rice and I ate all my dinner. It was very yummy. Anyway, so I've got a coaching call this evening, which is the first one since I've been back. So I'm very excited about that. So I found myself in the kitchen again, thinking about going and getting some more rice. And then I checked in with myself And then I realised I'm actually not hungry and I don't need any rice. But instead, it is a little chilly downstairs, so I'm going to make myself a lovely cup of tea, I think. So anyway, I'm going to go and do that. And then I'm going to have my coaching call. And I think that's probably going to be it for this evening, to be honest. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I will chat to you guys first thing tomorrow morning, as always. And have a lovely night. And if you fancy subscribing and you like what you see over here, then feel free to do so. I thought my night was going to end there, but actually no, I've decided... Oh, Jesus Christ. I've got about 20 minutes until I need to be upstairs getting ready for my call, and I was going to go and sit on the couch and do some editing, and I thought to myself, no. I have not had the availability, the opportunity to do any rebounding for a very long time. I don't even want to think about how long. So I'm going to get on this rebounder and I'm going to do some bouncing right now, although I couldn't even find my workout bra, but that's okay. I'm going to go and do this. Anyway, short and sweet, doesn't matter. I'm going to put on some really loud, lovely music, and I'm going to do some bouncing until I start to sweat.